The first game saw us wake up and go down to Accrington as we look to jitterbug our way to victory against third in the league. And for those asking Accrington Stanley, who are they? Well, they are the team which kindly gave us, in this case, Lubala a brace and us 3 points. Next up, we then returned to York to host top of the league, Newport County. And although we looked good, this game took up until a late Dyson Wood penalty to get going, as Campbell finished down the middle before then scoring a soft header to make it 2 wins in 2 at 2-0 and with 2 braces. After impressive wins against 2 title-chasing teams, we then welcome mid-table Exeter to York. But with Williams getting injured only 8 minutes in, the news got worse as Norwood's first league goal of the season was eventually cancelled out to tie the game at a goal apiece. The final catch-up game saw us head to fellow relegation candidates Fleetwood in a big 6-pointer, which ultimately was decided by a simple Allen interception one-timer finished by Campbell. And so, with our catch-up games out of the way, we find ourselves here in the Notebook. Yes, the Notebook, where we have much news to go over. First of all, though, team news is where we are going to start, and York end an 8-match winless run. So, finally finished our 8-match winless run. That, of course, was when we beat Accrington Stanley. Who are they? Well, we went over exactly who they were in the catch-up games. On top of that, we do have some player concerns to think about. So, first of all, we have Ollie. Greg Ollie, of course, I brought in. He's our backup cam. Well, he's been complaining about lack of game time, same with Fielding and Wilson. 2 of these we have sent out on loan. The other I've offered additional game time, and we are going to go over that right now. So, loaned out, we have Heaney's out on loan, Fielding's out on loan, and Ollie. Wilson, I've offered a bit more game time. We'll bring him on as a sub when one of our centre-backs isn't playing particularly well, or maybe even our right-back. In terms of the others, though, Heaney has gone to Fylde. I believe they're covering 90% of his wage and a bit extra. They're basically paying us more than his entire wage, which is nice. We then have Southend, who's covering Fieldings. I can't remember quite what his is. And Bromley has loaned Greg Ollie. On top of that, we then have some injuries to go over. Now, the injuries are to Jayden Williams, Will Adiapan, and Carl Jenkinson. First of all, 3 to 4 weeks for Jayden Williams. He, in fact, has a sprained ankle ligament, which he picked up against Exeter. Will Adiapan, his injury is a bruised ankle, so he's not too bad. Picked that up in training. And Carl Jenkinson, well, he's got a tight calf, which is 2 to 3 days, so his injury isn't very long either. I think they might all be past their injuries. Jayden Williams might still have a bit of a knock, but I think they are all right. But the big question is, who has been offering me jobs? Who in the entire world wants this York manager? Well, there's 2 teams, and they are Bradford City and Doncaster Rovers. Yes, second from bottom, Bradford and Doncaster Rovers both want to appoint me. We're not going anywhere because, of course, this is a one club safe. We want to take York to the top, but just for a bit of a comparison, let's have a little look at the other teams. So first of all, Bradford City down here in 23rd does have a much bigger stadium than we do, of course. They've come down from League One. So, yeah. We then have Doncaster, again, another bigger club. 15,000-seat stadium. Both solid clubs, but we're not going to leave. We're definitely not going to leave to go down to a team that's probably going to get relegated. And we're definitely not going to go to a team that's only 2 places above us and only 2 points ahead of us. So, that is our catch-up news. It is, of course, time for us to verse the Mariners in today's game. Right, so after a quick little jam out to AC/DC on my part, it is time to crack on with today's FA Cup game. Now, we are, of course, going to apply the opposition instructions, but I am a little interested in this Will Adiapan for unknown player assistant. A little bit weird. Anyways, positive to a cautious mentality. We are not going to do that. We are the home team. We are the better team. We are going to win. An assistant. We are not going to be cautious in this one. We have 5,134 people in attendance out of our 8,512 capacity. The pitch is in poor condition and it's a drizzly 12 degrees Celsius and calm here today. In terms of the rest, not going to go through them, not going to even click them. Let's just crack on with our team selection. So our team for today is Oluwayemi in goal, a backline of Osu, Shipley, Connolly and Carlin, Lubala on the left, Dyson on the right, Ped in between, Campbell up front and Morgan and Allen in central midfield. A bench consisting of Ben Alnwick, Wilson, Mason, McLaughlin, McLean, Norwood and Willoughby. So, as you can see from below, Jenkinson still has a bit of a knock. His fitness is just going to miss out on this one. Wright is suspended for this one. Williams is still injured. He is still on 6 days to 3 weeks. Without further ado, let's crack on with this one. Okay, so the team sheet is out and Grimsby has 4 changes for today's game. So Williams is in, Denton's in, Ashford's in and McCarthy is also in. Wilson is out, Maguire is out, Thurston and Armstrong. So let's crack on with this one. Enough rambling from me. I do that a lot. Now, we've been on a good run of form lately. Go out there and impress me. No, don't impress me. Impress you fine, ladies and gents. So we are favourites here. Go out there and give the fans a performance cheer for exactly. Let's do it with a bit of encouragement. Let's tell them to do it for you, fine ladies and gents. McLean likes you. So does Connolly. The rest of the team, not so much. They're a bit indifferent about you, fine ladies and gents. They don't dislike the idea. They just don't like it. So let's crack on with it. Let's get this game underway as Parker plays it all the way back to John. Now, like I said, it's a drizzly game here today as it's played up to Clifton. Now Keohan is going to play it over to Wright here on the right as he tries to get past our defence. Nice little opening highlight here. 18 seconds into this one as Shipley nods it back to Clifton. Don't think anything's going to happen. No, waste of our time, as most of these opening highlights tend to be. So McKeown is going to kick it up. Shipley, nice interception. Campbell finds it. Can he find Lubala though? He might. Yes, he does. Lubala makes a great run on this left-hand side, but can he do anything with it? Pulls it back for Morgan. Morgan's got way too much space. Morgan from range. Almost a 2-minute goal from Morgan. Unfortunately, does not capitalise. Now we are going to change these match stats whilst I'm on this section. So Grimsby's formation, they are going for the classic 4-4-2. Interesting old school approach from Grimsby. Now, I'm not going to go through how other games are getting on because there is a lot of them going on in the FA Cup first round. I might pick out a few as the match goes on, but like I said, a lot of matches. I'm definitely not going to go over the scores of every single one of them. And if we, of course, make it through to the next round, we will, of course, be doing the draw after this match. Port Vale, though, has gone 1-0 up against Blythe Spartans in their game. Usu on this left-hand side. Can he find a good cross? Perhaps. Pull it back. Pull it back. You've got a spot behind you. Or don't. Give the ball away instead. As McAtee gives it back to Allen. Pedder now up to Campbell. Campbell edge of the area. Now over to Dyson. Dyson's found a bit of space. You should have maybe took it on your weak foot there instead of turning into the defender and having it blocked. Osu, though, with throwing. Goes to Lubala. He's dispossessed by Keohan, though. Keohan plays it up to Parker. Parker's been closed down. Come on, make the tackle. Play it back to Clifton, though. Clifton retains possession for Grimsby. Now Wright with the ball over the top. Shipley will nod it down for Morgan, though. Now over to Allen. Allen tries the ball over to Dyson. He does find Dyson. Dyson is getting hunted down, though. Pulls it back for Carlin. Carlin's got spot behind him if he wishes to use it. Instead, he's going to whip one across to Lubala. Back post. Oh, is it the frame of the goal? Off the crossbar from Lubala. Not a bad little effort there from Lubala, unfortunately. Did not end up in the net, but it's nice to see the attempt. Now, another throwing. Osu to throw it into Pedder. Where's Pedder going to go with this one? He goes back to Allen. Allen tries to get it to Morgan instead. Clifton wins it. He gives it straight back, though. Pedder gets it over to Osu. Osu, nice ball through to Lubala, runs onto it. Ooh, McKeown at the near post makes a beautiful save. As Grimsby continue to hold in this one. Plymouth, by the way, 3-1 at Boston. So, ball over to Lubala once more. Lubala's making some great runs, and we are doing a good job finding him. Unfortunately, though, we are yet to score. Osu, big touch, thankfully holds possession. It's up to Lubala. He plays it back to Morgan. Morgan inside to Pedder. Pedder just 10 and shoot. No! Pedder, you're a cam. Shoot. Don't play back to our left back. I know he's got a bit of space, but using a better chance. Lubala! Ooh, nice free kick from Lubala. Beautiful save from McKeown, though, as we have won ourselves a corner here on the 29th minute. And it will be Lubala to take this one. Lubala, back post, Campbell, unfortunately nodded away. And will Osu win this race? He should, but it's not going to amount to anything. Go on to the highlights. So, Accrington Stalla, who are they? Well, they are losing to Leyton Orient in this instance. And is there anything else interesting going on? Well, it doesn't matter because we have ourselves a highlight. Come on, make it a goal. Let's get a late goal here in the first half. Osu coming down this left-hand side, tries to get one into Lubala, unfortunately intercepted. It's now with Williams. Can Grimsby get something going perhaps? It's with Keohan over to right here on the right, pulls it back for Keohan once more. He finds Williams. Williams is just going to play it short to Clifton. Clifton now inside to Fox. Fox tries one over the top. Morgan will nod it down for Allen though. Nice interception from Morgan. Pedder up to Campbell. Lovely ball through to Lubala. He pulls it back. Pedder's now coming out wide. Osu, you need to continue that run. Morgan, ooh, interesting. Decides to go across to Allen instead of Osu making the run. Unfortunately though, Lubala needs a better shot. That was rather dismal. As Helen to Waterlooville, by the way, 1-0 up away to Barrow. McKeown, though, tries to hoof it. Route 1, Parker nods it down for McAtee. Carlin, lovely inception. It's back to Carlin, in fact. Connolly tries a ball. No idea who that was to because it's absolutely nowhere near anyone. As John will collect it, plays it over to Williams, and we should be going into half-time 0-0 as they hoof it up. Allen nods it down for Pedro, though. Can he get a last chance late in this half? Oh, Campbell forces the save. We are past the additional allotted minutes, but we do have ourselves a corner. What can we do with this? Final opportunity of the half. Lubala, back post. Can Pedder get onto it? No, it's nodded away. Dyson will probably get to this. No, McAtee's got to it. And it should, yes, should be over for the half. So, we've been rather dominant. 12 shots to their 2, 4 on tag to 1. We do need to be better with these shots, though. 88% passing is not too shabby. I don't mind that. 6 fouls to their 10. 1 yellow card, 2 free. Yeah, I think all round we are playing pretty darn good. We do need to be just that little bit more clinical. As you can see, Campbell's on 6-8, which isn't bad. 7 for Lubala, 6-8. I think their goalkeeper is keeping them in it. Dyson on 6-5 isn't doing us any favours either, and Morgan on 6-6 isn't helping as well. So, if we can get a goal, I make us favourites to win this. Go and make that happen, exactly. We'll be favourites if we can just get ourselves a goal. So let's go do it. Campbell back to Shipley. He plays it across to Connolly. Connolly I might take it off to bring on Wilson. Give Wilson a bit of game time so he doesn't complain too much. Pedder over to Dyson though. Dyson coming down this right hand side. What can he do with this bout of possession? Whips it in. Campbell to get onto the end of it. Unfortunately he cannot as it's nodded away and Wright shall collect it. Doncaster, they're having an interesting game. 2-2 against Eastleigh at the moment. Nice. Interesting game over there in the FA Cup. Ball down. Oh, nice interception by Osu. He's found Pedder, and Pedder has found Lubala on this left-hand side. Can Lubala do anything with it, though? Lubala keeps it just in play. Ball inside to Osu. He's got plenty of space now. Whip one across the face of the box. Instead, he goes back to Lubala. Nice 1-2 with Osu, though. Morgan has found space. Now, can Morgan find a good pass? He's going to go across to Allen. Allen now up to Dyson. Just 10 and shoot. Oh. Dyson. I need to have words with you. You chose to shoot with your left foot on that instance when it would probably have been better to put it over on your right. You chose to shoot with your right last time when you could have taken it on your left. Dyson, your decision making is questionable right now. Really questionable. Dyson though, making a nice little run down this right hand side for us. Can he do something this time or will he be leaving the pitch without an assist? Looks like he might be leaving it without an assist because I think we need to get him off. I think we need to get someone who's actually going to make a good ball. Colchester, by the way, 3-1 up against Boreham Wood, and Plymouth is now 4-1 up against Boston. So let's just crack on with some substitutes. We do have Connolly on a yellow card, of course, and Carlin is on a 6-6. So you know what? It's risky You know what? Wilson, go in there. We'll get Connolly off. Okay, what on earth happened to Shipley? What has actually happened to Shipley? That conditioning. Okay. Shipley, have fun. You shall leave the pitch. We don't have Wright available, which is a pain, because he could have covered for Connolly as well. We could have had Wright and Wilson at the back. Instead, though, McLean is going to have to come on, which means Labala has to swap over, which means McLean, you're going to have to be our inside forward in this situation. And then, what do we do with this third and final one? Morgan's having a rough time. McLaughlin? Yeah, Paddy McLaughlin. We'll bring on Paddy McLaughlin. So he can go there. Now, 3 and a 2. How are you if we swap you around? A 3 and a 2. So we'll just keep Alan being our playmaker, I guess, then. Paddy McLaughlin will have to learn to be a ball-winning midfielder. As we have a black background, which is a bit worrying. A little bit worrying that it did that, but hopefully it'll fix itself in just a second. Carlin is offside. Okay. Good to know. Good to know, game. Oh. There we go. Back into a highlight. As the ball goes up to Cheek, it's now down to Parker. All of our players have suddenly... Oh, sorry. Half of our players seem to be now wearing black kits, which... Never seen this happen for ever, I don't think. Might have happened once or twice. Don't remember the last time if it has happened. It happened, though. Usu will collect the ball here. Going to make it a little harder to do commentary. Pedder up to Campbell now. He pulls it back for Pedder. Pedder with a through ball to Campbell. Campbell's made a nice little run as he's got spot coming up. Unfortunately, does have a bad touch and gives the ball away. In fact, Campbell was apparently tugged. Okay, and it's red card for Tyler Williams. We'll take that one. So, Grimsby down to 10 men. Let's utilise this. Let's make use of it. Carlin coming down this right-hand side. Plays it inside to Allen. Up to Labala. Labala now going to play it inside. It's kind of awkward because our wingers now look like they're linesmen. It's going to be difficult. McLean, though, whips it in. Campbell. Saved by McKeown. Yet again, we do have a few players just struggling here today, which is a shame. We've had all the opportunities, we're just not putting them in the net. We are going to move up to an attacking mentality, though. And you know what? I'm going to demand more of this team. We need to do more. We're playing against 10 men now. We need to make sure we get a win. They have gone to a lone striker, admittedly, as we have ourselves a free kick. Now McLean, quick free kick, plays up to Labala. He nods it down for Wilson. Labala, he found space. Oh, Labala! Just keep shot down, my friend. You can score them. I trust you can score them. But you keep it on target at least. McLean now on free kicks. Whips it in. Oh, again, wasted opportunity as it goes sailing over the crossbar. And we only have 5 minutes to get a goal here. Otherwise, we are heading to Grimsby. As Armstrong will be thrown into Keohan. Keohan now tries the ball down the wing. In fact, he's going straight over to Parker. Parker, okay. Olawayemi will just collect that one. Bit of a wasted opportunity there for Grimsby, as we've got 3 minutes of additional time to work with. It's ball over to Carlin. Carlin will find Labala. Labala now, will he go inside? He does. He finds Campbell. Campbell's got spot behind him if he wishes. Instead, he goes to Allen. Allen with the ball over the top. Finds McLean. McLean's got plenty of space on this left-hand side. Can he use it, though? Maybe pull it back. Oh, nice ball across to Campbell. Unfortunately, though, Grimsby scramble and get it away. And there, 5 at the back, 3 central midfield is panning out for them. They have gone defensive, they are trying to build the wall, and right now it's working for them. It's nodded away to Osu though. Osu up to Pedder. Pedder will turn, plays it to McLean. McLean from range, and McKeown again makes a save. Admittedly, McLean was offside anyway, and it wouldn't have mattered. But then, it's nice to see McKeown, I guess, still making that save. As we look to be heading back to Grimsby, this time in the FA Cup. I'm not quite sure if we're going to go back and watch that game. Probably not. It doesn't sound like the most fun thing to head back to Grimsby, especially after my previous comments about Grimsby. So, I'm going to go tell the lads that wasn't the greatest of efforts, although, as you can see, a lot of them did play quite well. So you know what? I'll sympathise with them. I'll go in there, sympathise with the lads, and let's go do that FA Cup second round draw. Welcome, ladies and gents, to the second round draw of the FA Cup. And we are definitely not doing that Grimsby game on an episode because the next one I want to do is Oldham away in the league. I would like us to show mainly all of the big league games. I think it's a much more interesting one in the grand scheme of things. And the Grimsby one, well, it comes straight after Oldham. So there's Barnsley in the Pap Johns Trophy, then we play Oldham away in the league, and then we play Grimsby away in the FA Cup. So I think we'll skip over the Grimsby in the FA Cup. If we make it into the second round, we might have a look at that one in an episode, depending, of course, who it is, because we want it to be an interesting game. So let's draw the teams. Gonna draw all. Crack on with this one. So, an away game at Kings Lynn. I think we'll probably skip that one. If we do make it past Grimsby, I don't see us slipping up away to Kings Lynn. So, I thank you all for joining us. I hope you all have a lovely night, and goodbye.